Welcome once more again. As we managed to invite, we are honoring, when we are inviting, we are honoring what the Information Society Summit, we are honoring the Social Documents Summit, we are honoring the Social Outcomes Summit, we are honoring the Business World Summit, we are honoring the R1 Value Coin Summit, and we are honoring the honors and the honorables one of the summit. Therefore, not forgetting also the AHOA Africa Growth and Opportunities Summit, with all the conference summits of the Cape Town International Convention Center conferences and summits since 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024, 2025. We are also honoring the 10 the plus 10 times summits, not forgetting also the summits of Trello summits, and also the global world summits out there. Therefore, once again, we were invited in 2019, in the 5th edition of Viva Technology, to become partners and to become startup ones. And then once again, they managed to remember us once again when it came to 2026. Yeah, over there, and then we introduced to them everything that we could manage to have grasped in all the global years of development and all the global years of business intelligence, business development, business growth, business impact, and business bonding, business affiliation, business partnership, business associations, and business sustainable development goals. As one day, I'll honor to have a great relationship of partners, the private stakeholder, multi-stakeholder collaboration partnerships with the Green Cape of the Cape Town. Green Cape of the Cape Town invited us into their FNF Green Pitch Challenge. Yes, the Green Pitch Challenge of 2025. We were supposed to be those ones who were pitching up in 2025, but we couldn't do it here because of the difficulties we had, because the difficult time we had in 2025, we were producing, yes, great architecture designings and great bus and truck designings that we promised way back in 2019. So we were producing them in China. We were producing them also in other countries that we've managed to introduce over there. And then in 2006, I was invited by an old man, an old Chinese over there, when I was writing as the author most of the Chronicles of Immortality, the coming book called the Chronicles of Immortality, Third Testament of the Holy Manuscripts, Book 1, My Odyssey, Feast of a Legendary Dragon. I believe that I was writing a book 6 or book 5 over there called the claws of steel, and then this Chinese guy came to me and say, hey, when alumni from the UCT GSB, in future time you will be studying in UCT GSB, so I will honor for you what to design for me, what architecture designing of skyscrapers, because I have this problem with Donald Trump over here. Donald Trump, what he says that Las Vegas, he owns Las Vegas. Las Vegas is his. All the hotels over there belong to him, and all those things, that he is the one capable of having all the income of economic investments from Las Vegas, and what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So 2006, I was invited by this Chinese guy. He said, you must be there for me. I can see I'm old enough, but I know you can do it. So here are your Tai Chi claws of steel, because I know when that you have the Feast of a Legendary Dragon, so you can do it. Then yes, 10 years later, 20 years later, things are happening in China. Things are happening in Shanghai. Things are happening in Paris. Things are happening in all the countries that have managed to receive the prototyping of product designs, of architecture designing. Therefore, the Mark 143/18P's Empire Startup Ecosystem is a product of multivarious departments and multivarious companies. It is a single company with an ecosystem with a list of companies inside it that are organizational, business universe, planetary, global world companies that are product design companies and service companies. In these few sectors I'm talking about over here, sectors and industries such as agribusiness, financial services, education, healthcare, business services, clean technology and energy, creative media and entertainment, transport logistics, information communication technology, water sanitation and hygiene. These here are the first sector and industries that we are capable of producing product designs and services, just like also the Manuesto venture categories. Therefore, to name a few of the companies that are at the ecosystem of the Mark 143/18Ps are the Lamushe. First one is the Lamushe Inotech Teenage Global Entrepreneurs Organizational Company. And then the Mushe Zodiac Inotech Young Girls in Creative Creations Organizational Company. And then the Vamushe Renaissance Innovation Designs. These three companies are designed for children from the age of 6 to the 9 years old to 16 years old that will be given skills, education, academic skills transfer, and the power of intelligence in solutions network to be able to create their own product designs in technology and in innovation for multivarious departments of sectors that we have managed to introduce a few of these industries. And then we've managed to also discover another list such as the Skumbulile West Coast Youth Foundation, which is dedicated to all those who were the victims of the Tupac and Biggie Smalls East and West tragedy of the gangsterism, gangster world war of the late 90s until the early 2000s, since 1995, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, all those years were the years of gangsterism all across the global world. So we had managed to have uneducated youth, unskilled youth, ex-prisoners, gangsters, thugs, ex-cons, drop out of school, those victims of rape, victims of empowerment. So all that youth of the global world of One Earth will depend now in this company called Skumbulile West Coast Youth Foundation. Skumbulile means we have remembered. The fifth one is the agribusiness one, which is Sisonge Siyangoba Together We Conquer, Agri-Universe, Agri-Planet, Agri-World, Agri-Tech, Acceleral Farming, and Urban Farming Confederation Company. And then the Mark 143 Truck, Buses, Trains, Visual Graphic Designs, established in 2011. And then the Mark 143 Transforming Transport Vehicle Innovation Solutions. And then the Mark 143 Lords of Poetic Philosophy Lab of Writers. This one is an initiative of the Chronicles of Immortality book that I need investors, funders, and donators and grants to publish the book globally, worldwide, and universally, and also in over 200 languages of planetary One Earth, and also in audiobooks. And then the ninth one is the Mark 143 Artificial Visual Architecture Designs Intelligence Industry, such as the ones I've managed to introduce in all these past media productions of this playlist. And then the other one is the Mark 143 Universe of Seven Seas Sporting Codes Cruise. And then the Mark 143 In a Second Creations of Creative Creations. And then the 12 Years of Slavery of the Wheel of Fortune Discovery. And then the Mark 143 Iceland's Ocean View artificial intelligence architecture. And then the 31st millennium Mark 249 Museum of Legends. And then the Maramak CDI Fletcher Unilab of Pro Incorporate Creative D6 Creations. And then the VESCAP District 6 Stanfast Cybersecurity for the space cybersecurity. And therefore the Transformatic Innovation versus Investigator Brain Lab Unitectic Investors. And then the other one is the Island Ocean View Link Mark 143 Aqua Space. So these are the first 18 initiatives of the Mark 143 startup ecosystems that the Mark 143 is capable of producing its ecosystem, just like the VC4A ecosystem of startup ecosystems that we managed to become their partners too with the African continent of Africa organizations, companies and foundations. We were registered in the VC4A startup ecosystem in year 2017-2018. Yes, through all those years we've managed to grow with VC4A until it became VC4A support in 2025, 2024, 2026, as we were invited into many initiatives happening over there that we believe by next year we will be capable of responding to all the calls that we've been calling for us all through the time. We've been busy, man, these years designing. Therefore, we want to also be part of the KPMG Awards, the JC Deck Quarks Awards, the High-Tech Cluster of City of Ventar, the Halion, the Manpower Group, the Envision Group, the LVMH, the Orange, the Aquens, and the We Are with the PwC France and Moreb awards over there, which are the ecosystem of investors, ecosystem of startups, and ecosystem of awards of the VC4A 2026. VC4A, please, man, I'm talking about VivaTech over here. VivaTech, please ensure that by next year, man, you provide me with a free pass ticket over here to be there in the next year's event for the possibility of one of 2027, 2029, 2032, 2036, until 2063. For the possibility of the free trade with Africa. Remember that Europe has got the free trade with Africa. So from VivaTech of 2019, 5th edition of 1,900 investors, all these media playlists are dedicated to you, and also all the product designs, prototypes of all the smart cities of 2025, 2026, 2024. Please, those are our own success venture healthy accelerator stories. Therefore, as I was saying, I would honor to ensure that the Green Cape of the City of Cape Town initiative of that company, I will honor to receive a great partnership with them, private partnership of collaboration, and also with the UCT GSB, with also the UCT, with also the UWC, with also, the University of Stellenbosch, without forgetting the Cape Peninsula University of Technology in Cape Town and in Pentec, and also the Oxford University and the Harvard University. While I invite lastly Joseph Safra, Date Schwazask, Vladir Patanin, Tadashi Yania, Quink Yingling, Lucas Walton, Vladimir Linsin, Ray Dalio, Tegmichu Takizaki, Laidid Mikkelsen, Alien Watertheria, Gerald Wethemer, Theo Albert Jr., Lynn Blavotkin, William Ling Ding, Suzanne Clatton, Alexei Moshadov, Masayoshi San, Zeng Huang, Joseph Lali Laurin, Powell Jobs, Zheng Yiming, with also Gennady Timchenko. People, let's meet into the last one over there.